What's happening, everybody? My name's Vince and welcome to my channel. You know, sometimes the holidays can bring a couple extra pounds because of the extra slice of pie or the extra couple cookies you have over the holidays. Look, the New Year's is coming up here, January 1st of 2019, if you can believe it. And everyone wants to get their New Year's resolution goal. And a lot of times it's losing weight, maybe running your first half marathon, maybe, getting a good GPA, whatever it is. Today I'm going to talk about how to finally achieve your New Year's resolution. Tip number 1, create a pathway for yourself. So to get from point A to point B is the goal of all New Year's resolutions. So you have to create the path of least resistance for yourself to get from where you are now to where you want to go. So create mini goals for yourself. Let's say, for example, you want to lose 50 pounds within 6 months. So if you break that down math-wise, you want to lose about 8.3 pounds per month, or a little over 2 pounds per week, which can be done. The 2 pounds per week is going to be a little easier for your mind and your motivation to digest, instead of looking at the big 50 and wondering, how am I going to get there? Create that path. Create the ways that you're going to get there. Lose that 2 pounds per week. Or, for instance, let's say you want to cut your mile time down from 10 minutes to 6 minutes. You want to take 4 minutes off. So if you do the math, comes out to about 40 seconds per month you want to take off your mile time, and that equals about 10 seconds per week. So creating these mini goals in order to reach the big goal is going to be so much easier for you guys and lead to a better and more successful New Year's resolution. So tip number 2 is track your progress. And I can't stress this enough, guys. It doesn't always have to be fitness related too. It could be about, your relationships. Like how many times you smile at someone, or how many times you say thank you to someone. If you keep on improving on yourself, then you'll know where you're going. And this is going to be a huge factor to get to where you need to go and your goals. Your New Year's resolution highly depends on you tracking your progress. In this case, what I'm talking about here is fitness related. So if you want to lose that 50 pounds over 6 months, find out what your calories are and then take some away. But you always have to track it, because if you just go willy-nilly, some days you're going to go over, some days you'll be way under, and you won't have a good grasp on learning your body. So that's a big factor for reaching your goals. Tip number 3, stay motivated. Even the most dedicated people need a little bit of a motivation boost now and again. Watch a motivational video, maybe listen to a motivational speech, or read a book. There's hundreds of things that you can do to get yourself the goosebumps in your skin and a never quit attitude. The one thing that I do want to say about this is motivational material, such as the book, the video, the speech, whatever it is, it should not be your crutch. It's a rocket fuel, but it's not a crutch. If you can't get yourself out of bed and do the thing that you need to do every single day to reach your goal, setting those mini goals in order to reach the big goal, there's a problem. You should already have self-motivation. And here's the thing, if you're not motivated to achieve that goal, then you really don't care enough about it. If you can't get off the couch, stop watching TV, and get on your pathway of achieving your goal, then your why isn't strong enough. And that brings me to tip number 4, find your why. This is a big one. It's a little bit deeper than just fitness. It's kind of everything. It's why you do the things you do. This is probably the most important, because without a strong why in your life, you're never, ever going to have that purpose. A lot of people walk aimlessly through life and they don't really know what they're doing. I know a lot of people like this. It's of the utmost importance, and your life depends on it in all reality. People who don't know what their why is, or what a why is, I'll give you a couple examples. Let's say that you want to improve your health, but it's not just because being overweight, or let's just say smoking and you have COPD, and if you don't quit smoking, you're gonna die. It's not that the negative health or failing health really hurts you. It's about what it's going to do if you were to pass away to your family, like what your family would feel. And if you want to improve your health because of that, that's your why. Your family is your why. Your kids are your why. Your grandchildren are your why. You know, maybe it's your education, but not just because you want a degree to hang on your fridge or to say that you graduated from such and such university. Maybe it's the fact that you are the first person in your family to go to college. And if you graduate, you're gonna make so many people proud of you, and you're gonna show so many people that, you know what, I can do this. With enough hard work, I can do this. And maybe you wanna show your parents or your family, whoever you have in your life, that the cycle stops with you, that you will not be brought down by the status quo of poverty, of failure, of never getting ahead in life. And that's going to set an example for you and your future family and everyone else around you. And maybe it's your financial well-being, but not because you love money, not because you want to take a bath with $100 bills, but because your future family depends on you. Because the future of your family and your kids, your grandkids, your great-grandkids, it starts with you. If you don't create a pathway and an environment for them to thrive, if you don't instill a work ethic in your family, in your children, so they can instill it onto their children, you're selling them short, and you're really doing them a disservice. You owe it to yourself, and you owe it to your children to be successful, to have financial freedom, to have financial health. And you know what? Here's the funny thing about the why, guys. It goes so much further than just a New Year's resolution. And it can be applied to almost any part of life. In all reality, your why is gonna push you to run that extra mile, to stay that extra hour at work, to push a little bit harder while you study for that test. It's all gonna be there, and it's all gonna make the effort worth it in the end. And you can really find out if your why is strong enough very, very easily. If your why doesn't wake you up in the middle of the night and make you wanna hit today harder than you hit yesterday, if your why doesn't make you want to make every breath you take count, then you have two options. One, get a new why. Or two, go home. Seriously, go home. Stop doing what you're doing, because you obviously don't need that enough. Is that goal doesn't matter to you enough. That's the thing. Maybe you don't want to do it. Maybe you're just doing it because it would look good. Maybe you just are doing it because it'll make you feel good. If the why isn't there, you're never gonna follow through with it. And maybe it's not for you. Maybe you don't have what it takes. But if your why is strong enough, if you can look yourself in the mirror and say, my why is blank, and that is gonna drive me to my goal, then you've already won. If you can look yourself in the face and say, I'm doing this not just for my benefit, but for everyone else around me. And keep in mind, you will benefit from your goal. If your goal is to lose 50 pounds, you're gonna benefit from that. So it's not that we are trying to please everyone around us. You're doing it for you first, but you're setting an example for everyone else around you too. If you can do it, the other person who might be your friend, your colleague, your family, is gonna say, holy, look at him, look at her. He or she just lost 50 pounds. I've been wanting to lose weight. Maybe I can do it. And wouldn't that make you feel great if you inspired someone? That's the why. And last but not least, tip number 5/6. No one wants to see a video of top 6. It's always top 5. It's always either an even number or with an increment of 5. So I'm going with 6 now, but I'm not gonna title it that because I'll just get 0 views. Tell people about your goal and believe in yourself. Let's start with tell people first. If you have a support system in your life, you're gonna be much more likely to achieve your goal. You're gonna be much more likely to follow through if you have someone or a group of people who knows that you have a goal and that you are persistent on achieving it. If you tell your significant other that you're training for a half marathon, hopefully they are supportive of you. If you tell your family, hopefully they're supportive of you. If they aren't, and if you're watching this, tell me. I'll be supportive. I'll just tell you right now. I'll be supportive of you. So find a support system, get a couple people within your circle, and tell them, hey guys, I'm trying to lose 50 pounds. I'm trying to run a half marathon. I'm trying to graduate with a 3.0. And they're going to help hold you accountable. Because you can lie to yourself. It's very, very easy to lie to yourself and say that you're trying real hard. But if to look in the face of your family member and while you're eating a cupcake, or while you're sitting on the couch, or if you're going out and partying every night, and you've already told them that you're trying to get a 3.0, that you're trying to lose weight, that you're trying to run a half marathon, they're probably going to say something to you, hopefully. If they're really supporting you, they're going to say something to you. And last but not least, believe in yourself. And this is big. This is huge. If I didn't believe that I could have a YouTube channel, then it wouldn't happen. Okay? If you don't believe that you can do something, you've already failed. If you don't believe and back yourself up and look yourself in the mirror and give yourself a positive affirmation every single day, I not only seek out, but I also jump on every opportunity that comes my way, you're selling yourself short. You always need to back yourself with everything you do. If something has your name on it, you better go after it as best as you can. Believe in yourself. Everyone has success in them. And you do too. You just gotta find it. Success and effort. Success doesn't come overnight. You gotta work at it. If you don't believe in yourself, you're just gonna keep spinning your wheels. So that's the end of the video, guys. I do appreciate you watching. If you've made it this far, give me a thumbs up, click subscribe if you liked the video, and go ahead again. If you guys need a support system, if you guys have these New Year's resolutions and you need a support system, reach out to me. We'll go at it together. Like always, guys, I do appreciate you watching, and we'll talk to you soon.